Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So in this video we will take a look at how you can create a login and sign up form in PHP, and the database we are going to use is MySQL. So PHP might be like an old language, but it's still pretty useful, and like most of the websites you see online and you surf online are made with the help of PHP only. Nowadays it is not like that popular with as compared to the modern languages like Node.js or Django or any other. But yeah, PHP is still relevant, and in this video we will take a look at how, and we will make a simple login and sign up form, and it is very easy. So without before starting this video, I am considering that you have basic knowledge of PHP and you know basic syntax of it. So if you don't know, watch a tutorial on it and then come to this video, otherwise you will not understand any part of this video. Alright, so let's start. So first of all, you need to install one thing in your PC, which is XAMPP. So search for here XAMPP, download. So XAMPP is like a package which combines different apps and different packages into one single package. So it has a server called Apache, and it has the database as well, MySQL. So we don't need to install any like PHP or Apache server or MySQL separately. We can just install this one tool, which is XAMPP. So click on this download button over here. I have already downloaded it, so I will not click on this button. But yeah, install this XAMPP and make sure you know the location where it is installed, because that is important. So after you have installed XAMPP, come to your file explorer and come to the path where you have installed XAMPP. So in my case, and in most of the your cases as well, your XAMPP will be installed in your C drive. So click on the C drive, and here you can see there is a XAMPP folder. Let me zoom a little bit. Okay, so it is not zooming. So yeah, so click on this XAMPP folder, and here you will find another folder called htdocs. So this is the main folder. Inside that only we will create our login sign up folder, and we will add all the PHP files. But if you decide to make any PHP file outside this htdocs folder, the XAMPP will not recognize it. There is a way to like make a file outside it, but in this video we will just stick to this rule. I will make all the PHP file inside this htdocs folder only. But yeah, if you want how you can create a folder outside this, let me know in the comments. I will make a quick video on that as well. So come to your htdocs folder. Here you can find these some folders over here. I have also made some PHP tude folder, but yeah, you will not see this PHP tude. Rest of it you will see. But yeah, here I will make a new folder. You can name it anything, but I will name it login sign up tude. Okay, you can name it anything, and this is the main folder in which our PHP files will lie. I will just simply open it with the VS Code. So open it with your VS Code as well, or any other code editor you want. Here we need to create 3 files. So this is a very quick and simple demo on login sign up tutorial. So first of all, I will create login.php. You can give it any name, but yeah, login.php makes sense. Another one which is signup.php, not JS. So signup.php, and then lastly home.php. Okay, so only these 3 files we need in order to make a login sign up folder. If you remember, and if you have make a similar thing, a similar backend thing with the Node.js, you know how much dependencies and how much files you want in order to make a login sign up folder or the login sign up form. But here in PHP you just need these 3 files, that's it. So come into your login.php, and yeah, one more thing, before starting we have to also turn on our XAMPP and turn on the servers. So open your XAMPP which we have just installed, and here you can see we have 2 options, Apache and MySQL. Start the Apache server first, then only start the MySQL, and you should see the green background, so that means they are working fine. After that, close this, and now we can start writing our PHP code. The first thing I will write, I will make a boilerplate for HTML. So you can see PHP just like acts between an HTML. You can just write anything inside of HTML and like in the PHP tags, and it will treat it as a dynamic page. Here, first of all, I will add some HTML first. So first of all, I will just give it an h1 tag of login so that we can know which page we are on. Then we are going to add form. So the action is important. So the action should be the same name as this file. So login.php, and the method is also important. So for method, I will simply write over here post. Okay, that's it, post. And now let's write some more inputs. So I will write over here input tag. So input tag, so this thing over here, and I will copy this down. And lastly, I will create a button as well, which is a type of, let's say, type of submit. Okay, and then here I will give login, and in this you can see we have a username. So in this name I will write email. We don't want username, we want email. So email and placeholder, and type should be email here. Alright, and we will also give a class of, let's say, email, and I will copy this down, remove this thing over here, and here we will write the password because we also need password while login. And similarly I will give this and placeholder as well. Oops. So copy this, paste over here, and class password. Alright, so to see how our website is looking like, we can simply go to a browser, open a new tab, and here search for localhost / login signup, and give this the correct name which you have just created the folder. So login signup tut / login.php. Hit enter, and you can see our website is looking something like this. Okay, so now let's style it a bit. So I'll just simply come here and write some style tags. So I will write here margin 0, padding 0, and then email, comma, password, and then here I will write margin top. So margin top, and this will be 10 pixels, and then similarly I will write for left. Okay, and then width will be 200 pixel, and then height will be 30 pixel, border radius 5, and then border, let's say 2 pixel, solid black. Okay, so that's all these cases we want. Let's see now how our website is looking like. So I will reload it, and yep, as you can see it is looking pretty good. We will not style a lot, this is fine. Okay, so now let's come to our main part, which is to connect to the SQL database and to actually write the PHP code. So you can simply write PHP code anywhere in your HTML file. And yeah, one more thing, we have to add a tag, which is an anchor tag, and here we have to give the link to the sign up form. So in order to go to the sign up form, we have to create this link. Here I will give the path to that. I will write over here login sign up tut, the name of the folder which you have just created, and then signup.php. Okay, this file over here. Alright, after that we will make our PHP code. So write this, and then a question mark, and then PHP, and to close this, a question mark, and then close it like that. So in this you can now write any PHP code you want. Okay, so let's write some code over here. So let's first connect to our database, which is our MySQL. So we will create some variables first. So to create a variable, we have to write a dollar symbol, and here we will write over here server name, which will be localhost, all right, and then username will be root, then password will be empty, so leave it empty because by default it is empty. And the database you can create, you can give it any name, so I'll just simply write login sign up tut as well. So that's all the like arguments or variables we want in order to connect to our database. Now we will write another variable called con, or you can say connect or anything you want, and we will write this command over here, this function, which is important. Or instead of this you can write new mysql, okay, new mysql I. So this is how you can connect to your database. So this command or this function over here will take 4 arguments: server name, username, password, and database. So these 3 things, server name, username, and password, should be same for all of you guys as well. Just change this database according to you, whatever you like. Okay, so in this way your database should be connected. But yeah, once more, we have to create our database as well. So come to your XAMPP over here, click on this admin button over here. It will open the admin page for MySQL. You can see this is the admin page for the MySQL, and it is a user interface. On the left hand side you can see database, click on it, and you can see all the database that I have in my MySQL. So we will create a new database. Okay, so I will just copy this name. So make sure the database is created over here, and yeah, I will name this and then leave it like that as well, and I will create it. And now we have to give columns, so we will add 3 columns. Okay, you can also do this in command prompt as well by writing the SQL commands, but this is a user interface, so let's use it. So I will, yeah, the name of the table, so I will write over here users and column 3, create it. So and here we have to write all the details for the column. So the first one will be the name, the second one will be email, the last one will be password, and the type of it will be varchar, this one also varchar, and this one also varchar. Okay, now length, let's write over here 10 to limit the length, for 20 over here and 10 over here as well. And you can see you can also like give a default value, but we will leave it like that only. And yeah, I think we are good to go now. So okay, so we have to also make one column a primary key. So I think here you can do that. Let me just see. Yep, as you can see, this is one. So make your email your primary key because email is unique. So primary key. Okay, you can see index name primary size. I've just written 20. So yeah, let's say 20. Yep, now we are good to go. And yeah, so just save it and it will create our table. You can see this is the details, so name, email, password, and you can see there is a key sign. Okay, so yeah, so there is a key sign, which means this is a primary key. Alright, so now let's get back to our VS Code and write some more code over here. So now first thing, we need to connect to the server. So here you can see Copilot is also recommending me. You can see if connection is connect error, which means there is an error, then we can simply throw a output of connection failed with the help of this die function, and we can also give the output as well for the error. So if this doesn't happen, which means our connection is successfully connected, then I will write over here if is set. Okay, so if is set, and then post, let me just write over here dollar symbol and then underscore post. Okay, so make sure to write exactly this underscore and in caps post, and then here we will write email. So this email is coming from this name email. Okay, After that, what do you need to write? You need to write one more thing, and you can see we are confirming that the email and password are there or not. So similarly, and over here, and for password, okay, for password. So if both of these things are here, I think we are missing a bracket over here. Let me see. Oh yeah, so this is okay. So if we have both of the email and password, we can now verify if the password entered by user is correct or not, and the email is also correct or not. So I will write over here email should be this thing. So this is the way you can grab the email entered by the user. Similarly for password over here, then I will write over here a query. Okay, you can name it anything. You can. I will write over here SQL, then select star from users where email is equal to email and password is equal to password. So this will extract only one row from the table, and that should not be empty. So now I will write over here result con query SQL. This is the function you need to run in order to run the command. So this whole thing is the command, and we are running it like this. Okay, I hope you understand this. After that, you need to create a if statement called if result num rows is greater than 0. So what it means, like, after executing this command, it will return only one row. If the num rows is greater than 0, that means there is an email which exists in the database. You can see login success because both the email and password matches. So we can simply say login success. Else we can see simply say login failed. That's all. And also one more thing you have to write in the if statement, instead of this echo email, you can whatever like what you can write over here, username is equal to result, not result, URL encode. Okay, URL encode and email. What it will do, it will add this URL into the query. So for example, let me show you what it will does. Here you can see, so whatever the URL of our file will be, it will add a question mark, then username, and then write the name. So let's say like TWD. So this is the thing that it will do. Okay, I hope you understand it. And yeah, and also after that we need to redirect the user to the home page. So to do that, we will use this function called header, and it will take a location. So the location should be the exact path, and I will write over here https //localhost and then /login sign up tut, and instead of this welcome I will write over here home.php and username, this username over here. Okay, and after that don't forget to close your connection. So I will write over here close and then exit. That's it. That's all the command we want in the login.php. And one more thing, we have to copy this down. So if the login fail, we can also close the connection over here as well. So yeah, I think that's the all command in login.php that we want. Let's save it, and it will not work right now because we haven't created any other file. So let's reload our page, and you can see we have a simple sign up page button. So yeah, so now let's copy all this and do the same thing for our signup.php. I will simply copy paste it. No need to write once again. Okay, so in the HTML, now we want one more entry which is name. Okay, so write over here name, and then simply copy it, and here I will write over text, then name is equal to name, and then here as well name, and I will give this in the CSS as well, just like that. And yeah, and here change this to sign up and change this to login, and this over here to log in. And let's see now if our sign up page is there. I will reload this page login. I will click on this sign up, and yep, now we are in the sign up page. So let's continue, and don't forget to change this name to signup.php, and also this button over here to sign up. So now the database connection code will be the same, so don't need to change that. Here in the if statement I will add one more thing, and one more thing to check if it is there or not, which is name. So I will check over here for the name. Alright, and similarly I will copy this down over here, and I will write over here name to grab the name from the form. Alright, after writing this, we have to create another different statement. Okay, so first of all we need to check if the user is already present, if the email is already registered or not. So for that, what we can write, we can simply write over here select star from user where email is equal to email, and we will run this query as this, and you can see if the email is 0, so we will write over here if the number of rows is 0, then only we will create a new user. So if the number of rows is already greater than 0, which means there is already a email existing in the database, so we don't need to create a new entry. So we will run this only if the number of rows is 0, and over here I will write over here sign up success, and we don't need to actually write this echo over here and over here as well, because we are just redirecting the user to the home page. So something like this, and I will just copy this SQL query, and we need to run this one more time over here. And now I will write insert into users name, email, password, and then values this thing. So in this way you are inserting the details of a user into the database. And similarly we are running the SQL command in here. After that we are like you're doing the same thing as in the login page. We are just getting the username, and then we are just redirecting the user to the home page with this parameter. Okay, so after that we are closing the connection, and we are also exiting, and if anything doesn't happen, so I will simply write over here sign up failed and then connection close. Okay, I think we are good to go now. Let's save this page as well, save this login page as well. Now the only thing left is to create our home page. Let's create a new boilerplate, and this will be a very short one. So in order to write, I will simply write over here home, and then in the PHP I will write over here, let's say PHP, and here I will write, so first of all I will close the tag, then I will write over here if is set and underscore if is set bracket $sign get. Okay, username, get username. You can see welcome this, otherwise you are not logged in. Or so yeah, so this is the way you can get the username from the URL. So whatever the URL will be, it will grab the name from the URL and then simply show it over here as this welcome name or the email ID which we have given. And then if there is no email ID, it will say that you are not logged in. And yeah, one more thing you need to do, copy this get username and create a new variable called name, and then paste it over here. And instead of pasting over here, you will write URL decode, because first you are encoding it with the help of this URL encode. Now you are decoding it in the home page. So just paste it like that. And this get one, so make sure to write the capital ET. Okay, and here we will just simply pass the name. Oops, name. That's it. Now I think it should work. So let's see. Let's open our Chrome. Let's reload the page. Now first of all let's try to login. Okay, so I'll just simply write over here any random email and then password, and I will say sign up login. You can see there is a message called login failed. That's good, that's exactly what we want. Now let's go to our sign up page. Here I will create a new name, so let me just zoom a little bit. User 1, then email, any random email, and then password 123. So let's click on sign up. Okay, so it is saying your connection is not private. Okay, so something just broke. Okay, so yeah, so you don't have to give this secure tag in the HTTP. Just write HTTP instead of HTTPS. Remove that S from there, and let's try one more time. Reload the page. So user 1, email same, and then 123. I think this will throw an error because we have already created a user. So let's see. Okay, syntax error, expected echo. Alright guys, so the issue was we have to add a comma over here, so add a semicolon after this line of code, and now it will work. So let's reload our page and write the same details as earlier, and the password is 123. Let's hit sign up, and you can see home, welcome, the email, and it didn't like throw that error which is email already registered. So let's see in our database. Okay, so for database, come to your PHP admin. Alright, and here let me zoom a little bit outwards, and here what I will write, I will first of all click on this server over here, then click on the databases, and you can see we have a database called login down sign up underscore tut. And here to see our database, you can simply browse it, and you can see we have one entry of user 1 and the email of this and password of this. So this is how you can make login and sign up tutorial. Now one thing I want to see is it didn't throw any error on re-entering the same value. Okay guys, so the error was we have to write num rows, so I was missing an s over here. That was the whole problem. So now I think it will work fine. Let's reload our page, and let's reload this as well. Okay, so it is sync sign up failed. Let's click on login and click on sign up again. So I am just entering that same email one more time and password 123. Let's hit, and yeah, now it is saying sign up failed. So our login form is like working great. Now let's test our login as well. I will name, like, enter the email this, and then password I will enter the password wrong, so I'll just write anything over here. So yeah, so it is saying login failed, which is good. Now let's write the correct password, which is 123, and yep, as you can see now we are in home page. So yeah guys, that is a quick tutorial on how you can make a login sign up form in PHP. So if you are making any application in PHP, and if you are like, if you want to make a sign up form, now you know how you can do that. It is pretty easy. You just need some basic functions and syntax of PHP, and it is very easy. You can see we don't need any other dependency. We only need these 3 files, which is very huge as compared to other backend languages like Node.js or Django, which needs a lot of dependencies. So yeah, PHP is still relevant to this date, and if you are working with this, great. Let me know in the comments what project are you working on, and if you have any other idea which I should make a video on, let me know down in the comments below. So yeah guys, that's it for the video. I hope you like it. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, that will help me a lot. And that's it for this video guys. I will see you in the next one.